and Lynn rolled up some hit die there. So the plan is to take another long rest to heal up Drock and Carson, and then head out of town. So
A short rest.
Short rest.
sure, cool. So if you would like to roll another d100, please, Mary.
Roll good, whatever direction that is.
I think low.
Who knows, man? The GM might just decide to flip it around.
We will see now, I think.
Oh, God.
Because
I
that
think
wasn't
you need
low.
to roll a d6. If you could roll a d6, that would be wonderful. And if you could roll a 5, that would be really appropriate for this area.
Okay.
Please roll a 1.
Oh, a 5!
There you are. You're
That
welcome.
That is very appropriate, thank you. It's
So
always
you
a bit
let us live, right? Yes.
well, I just like to say it's always a bit weird when rolling on random encounters and you're thinking, well, okay, they're in a cellar and they closed all the doors and this doesn't make sense. That doesn't. How do these things? Do I start saying noises outside? Anyway, so Glory and Drock, you're both on 1 hit point because you're in the middle of your short rest, but you are conscious. Alana and Lynn, you're perfectly fine. So unfortunately, Drock, those lovely.
I immediately cast Armor of Agathis if I hear anything.
Okay.
You don't have a spell slot, do you?
Oh, right, yes. I didn't take a short rest.
Wouldn't yet because no short rest. So let me just check again what roll he's just had.
So close.
We almost survived.
As you attempt to leave the town, mighty beasts eat you. You are now deceased. It was good fun. Thank you for playing. But in all seriousness, Alana, can you please roll a perception test?
And
Sure.
as soon as I wake up, can I equip my shield?
You can be like picking up your shield as this occurs. Yeah, that's fine.
Can't believe I rolled 2 4s.
That's good.
No, that's not good.
Do you know 4 in Mandarin phonetically sounds like the word death?
Please stop speaking.
Interesting. So, as you are resting and relaxing in the confines of your tiny little area, nothing seems out of place. Everything's fine. Carson and Drock, you see them slowly regaining consciousness, and you move over to help them, and then suddenly the floor, which is like this compressed dirt, just explodes open, and these 2 writhing beasts with chitinous backs, little pincers, and hundreds upon hundreds of legs spanning their bodies, just burst out of the ground and surprise you. Please roll initiative.
WTF?
There are now 2 massive centipede things trying to kill you. And they just burrow straight out of the ground.
Has anyone died in Beyond the Bridge yet?
No one's died yet.
No, so good time to start.
Cool. So for the first round, unfortunately,
How high up is the trapdoor?
Oh, it's not that high. You could probably climb it in less than a round. So, Lynn, nope. Carson, nope. Alana, nope. Glory, nope. Lynn, one of these creatures just bursts out of the ground, showers dirt everywhere, and attacks you. It has advantage because you're surprised. Do. And do. And that's
2 natural ones. 2 natural ones. God save us.
Cool. So, Lynn, this thing just bursts out of the ground, showers dirt and clod everywhere, and it bites into you, and you feel just
Ow.
this sapping something seeping into your bloodstream. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Ow. Ska jag se.
Oh no, don't get poisoned. We're basically doomed then.
Ooh, that is
Oh.
not good.
Yeah, that's the one.
So
I can cure poison.
not only are you
One
poisoned,
time.
Not only are you poisoned.
Okay. You're not poisoned as the condition, but you do take poison damage.
Okay.
Which means that this is going to hurt. You take
Yep.
19 points of damage as
Yeah, that hurt.
This massive centipede just bursts out of the ground, showers dirt everywhere, and sinks into you, and you can feel like this green viscous poison just seeping through your blood. Everyone that looks at Lynn, you can see, like, you know when all the veins stand out and they go like black in like movies and stuff? That happens essentially. And Alana, the other one like lunges forward and attacks you. Same deal, advantage because you're surprised. But how?
Can I? I can't
You can
impose
impose
shield.
your shield.
I would like to do that.
I'll just use my last
That
lucky.
didn't help.
Yeah, I'll just take the lucky. It's fine. So, Alana, you see death before your eyes as this thing that just dealt 19 damage to Lynn critically hits you. And then, nope, its feet slip on some loose clod and it falls to the ground. Okay. Lynn, what do you do?
Well, I start by using a bonus action, I believe, and second wind.
Go for it.
And what was that?
It's a D10 plus 2.
Thank you.
No problem. That's what I'm here for. That's a good number.
Nice.
So yeah, if you just give yourself a 12 extra hit points. And what do you use your action for?
That wasn't right. Should be
13, yeah.
I try to hit the one that's closest.
Okay, so you swing down at 8.
H.
Okay, so you swing your warhammer into this thing, and you slam into the chitinous plates that overlap its back, and you just hear this cracking sound, and it like goes and like goes with its pincers. You seem to have angered it. Carson.
One
Yes?
moment. Do I get back also the action search, or is that just for long
Yes.
rest?
I'll check for you.
I believe it's short rest as well.
Fighter, action surge. You can use it when you finish a short rest. So yep.
Okay.
Do you want to action
Then I'll
surge again?
try. Yes, please.
Okay. So this time when you swing your warhammer in, you hit the same plate and it cracks, and then the gooey like glob of the underbelly of the centipede just explodes, and it like falls into a steaming heap on the ground.
Oh,
It is deceased.
Oh,
that's
thanks.
good to know.
Wait, was my term ignored?
Oh yes, that's true. Carson, like
I'm
you're
still-
groggy and regaining consciousness, and you
Yeah.
feel like you got your tongue rips out, but no, it's still. And then this horror bursts out of the ground, all mandibles and chitinous plating, and attacks Alana. What do you do?
Oh god. Can I roll anything to see like what this creature is afraid
You
of,
can-
or if I
You can
know,
roll a nature check.
know anything? Because
know
I
what
have a
it's afraid of.
disadvantage if I try to Eldritch Blast anyone right now, right?
I know what
Yes.
it's afraid of. It's afraid of 6 damage.
Ooh. This seems to be a big centipede. I don't know.
Yeah,
Afraid
alright.
of,
Thanks,
it's afraid of being
Thanks
dead,
for the-
I guess.
thanks for the information, dude. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So, I try to connect mentally with it using my awakened mind and say, do you comprehend these words?
Okay. Give me an insight check. Oh, 0. Ooh. Hmm.
I love your rolls, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. So you just hear, as a response, just this garbled noise that sounds like squelching fluid.
Gosh, what do I do? I take out my wand of ever-burning wood And I try to smack it.
Cool. D20 plus 1, I believe.
-1.
+2 for proficiency, -1 for
Oh, right.
you sucking
Yes,
at
right.
all your stats.
Yes. I rolled really badly on this character.
Cool. So you like slam your quarterstaff into it, and it like you hear a crunching sound, and it like looks at you angrily. You have a feeling like you're about to die.
A crushing sound of ever-burning wood. Thank you very much.
Alana, what do you do?
A quarterstaff.
Alana plays with her favorite new toy.
Do you now? Sacred Flame. Let me see. Ooh, oh dear. So you call down holy fire upon the last remaining centipede, and it just like its eyes bulge, and you hear this, and then its entire body just goes like super hot and explodes in like a wet squelch.
I use my reaction to use my shield to stop it myself from being splattered with
Your
bug
face
juice.
is not covered, but your feet and knees are. It's just all lower leg area. Both the creatures are deceased. So, what's the plan?
I look over at I look over at Lynn and I say, "Do we want to risk the resting in this area again, or do we want to just get the hell out of here?"
I think
If we
going
rest,
out
just keep in
there
mind. Just keep in mind that if we rest here again, by the time we try and get out of here, it will be well into nighttime.
But like,
As
the rest still
a
counts.
point, I feel obliged to point out, you can complete the rest you were in
Mhm.
without any
Oh.
horrible consequences, unless there are
Okay,
horrible
okay.
consequences which are already in motion that you don't know about.
Yeah, but let's do that then.
Okay.
All right,
in which
let's do that.
case, Drock and Carson roll
2
up your
more
hit die
appear.
and add them on.
In which case, 2 more centipedes appear.
Okay. And then just add them on to your health.
And I'd also like to lay on hands myself.
Oh, good
Good
plan.
idea.
Go for it.
Right, you're a paladin. I totally forgot that.
So what
Sort
do you
of
look like
the
when you
entire time.
heal yourself using your divine energy?
My golden eyes shine really brightly for a moment, and then
And he touches
They're back
himself,
to
but
normal.
not that way.
yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So after another tense
And-
hour or so in this dark room filled with the scent of quickly like superheated giblets, it's just like this stink. After the hour, do you like fling the trapdoor open and march out of town? What's the deal?
Well, during the short rest, I like ask my party what happened while I was unconscious.
And we tell him.
So, oh.
I think we definitely want to go out the shortest route, but try to be quiet because I don't feel
Yes,
like
try to
more
be
rats. It's twice now going in this town when we failed to be quiet enough that rats have gotten us. So let's try to be careful.
Yeah.
I agree on this plan.
Yeah. Thank you humbly for saving me, by the way.
You're welcome.
So, Carson, as you like climb up the ladder after everyone else, you see like this just like little screw fall out from your robes, and you recognize it as like the middle point of the tongs that were attacking you, and you suddenly have this like horrible sensation on your tongue of it like just being pulled really tight. And then you exit into the church, which looks the same decrepit state as you saw it before. And every time you like blink or you see it out the corner of your eye, you see those same like perfect stained glass windows, which aren't really there. The perfect pews, which are broken and decrepit. The wonderful altar, which is smashed and defiled. And like it's very eerie because now when you look straight at it, you can see what it really is. But every time you like catch it out the corner of your eye, there's still that horrible sensation. So you're going to book it straight out of town using stealth. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
So everyone
Yeah.
roll up stealths, and
God. I don't want another deja vu.
Marcus, if you could please roll a d100.
Stealth.
Oh, Alana, that's a poor stealth roll. Oh, Lynn! I think it's all in the hands of the D100 now. So,
2 ones.
Drock,
That's
like your heavy armor betrays your every movement, and you're almost as loud as Alana. Carson Foley is just like stealthy and silent. You don't want to die. You're
Yeah.
too young to die.
No
Lynn,
more
however,
rats. I
you
can't
just hear
handle
the
it.
sound of heavy iron footfalls. Like someone's got a tank and they put a suit of plate armor inside it, and then a giant picked it up and is just using it as a rattle. You make such a cacophony that you doubt anything in this town could possibly not have heard you. But despite this fact, you get to the edge of town, and as you cross the border, the blood moon that hangs heavy over the sky sinks away and is replaced by a most beautiful sunset. The red glow greets you like an old friend, and you hear the whistling of the wind through your ears. Once again, the natural sounds of nature fill your ears, the squeaking of little animals, the chirping of birds, and only upon exiting Belkane does it strike you how eerily silent the place was. So
Well, it wasn't that silent. We had a giant rattling a tank with a suit of armor inside it.
which
You
stood
probably
out
like-
all the more for the silent surroundings. So is the plan just to like return to Haven? Is the plan to have a long rest and then return to Haven?
Long
I
rest,
think
right?
it was
We-
to have
we-
a long rest and then return
We
to
need
Haven,
to
wasn't it?
rest some point before
But-
getting to Haven
This is
anyway.
entirely true.
We only needed to get like to the mayor's office for the lost records. So if you're lucky, there's nothing there.
Oh, really? If we're lucky.
Just say.
You mean like my
We
2
have-
ones for stealth?
Technically, we have 20 minutes left, so no, I don't think
No.
we can do that.
So I think all that remains is you exit the ruins of Belkane, and everything is once again normal, at least. You set up a small campfire nearby, and you travelled using athletics, so there's no option for a safe camp or a secret camp.
Mhm.
So, Lynn, could you please roll the D100? Ooh! Could you please roll another D100? I'm going to have to consult the tomes for what murders you in your sleep.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Just. No! Oh god.
97. Oh, well that
A
makes it
dragon
easier for me.
appears.
Okay, so here's the plan. Run for your life.
Interesting.
Okay.
97.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a high
And
number.
the question is if we've even gotten any sleep or.
Well, you've got the HP regained from short rests, but
We already have those. I don't
Yeah.
think we have any more hit die to use.
there's nothing additional gained before whatever occurs.
Although
Yeah.
I believe, Lynn, you also had another short rest already.
Yeah, I've already used both my hit die.
No,
so
no,
I
no. Yeah, but
But you've
you
regained
get, action
the
surge
healing,
and-
the
yeah,
second
wind.
wind.
Yeah,
and
okay.
the thing.
Yeah.
And it's worth noting
can
that
I say
Carson
that
would have
before
his
we-
spell slots back.
Before we rested and ran into this, I had taken a moment to just fortify the camp a little bit by setting up some ball bearings and caltrops that I had.
Okay. That's entirely fine. They'll make a big difference.
Hey, you never know; they just might make all the difference.
Okay, so Alana, I'm assuming that you all take watches throughout the night.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
So, Alana, could you roll a d4? Interesting. So, Drock, you're on watch. Could you roll a perception test, please?
Yeah. Does it help that I have dark vision?
It doesn't impose a disadvantage, which I totally remembered to apply because it's night. Cough, cough. And you roll a wonderful 13. Okay. 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 So Drock, you retreat from Balcame and you set up camp a short ways away. And as the night is going on, Alana has taken watch, Carson has taken watch, it's your turn to take watch. It's the dead of night, the stars overhead are bright and they're casting a shadow. You can see the tree line with the trees hovering there, and you see the glint of the caltrops and bull bearings that are set about. When you hear a low howl coming from the darkness, beyond the edge of your vision you can hear something. Oh! You recognize it as that howl of a wolf. What do you do?
I wake up the others.
Okay. So you're all awoken,
Do
By,
any
hear
of
the
us know
howl?
anything about wolves?
and as you wake up, you see bounding towards you out of the night some creatures. Please all roll initiative, and Alana,
And-
can you please draw some X's for caltrops and bull bearings?
Well, is there any distinguishing features in the campsite terrain around it? Any choke points?
No, you're out in the plains. I mean,
And I'd like to look at these wolves things and see if there's anything on their backs.
you see
Which
goblins
direction
and
was,
the wargs. No, they're just wolves.
Which direction was the town? Did we travel from the ruins?
Northeast is the town. Southwest is Belcane, the ruins of.
Okay.
We do have a fire, I assume, or
Yep.
have it?
The fire's just in the center of you all there.
I look at Potion. Do any of us know anything about wolves? Or is who has the highest nature stat?
I have -1.
I have +1.
Okay, so that's where you've drawn the. Excellent. That's wonderful.
Circles are caltrops and the squares ball bearings.
Excellent. Who? And Z, D, and O are the wolves. Milk it for every last drop of XP. Or die in the night to a band of wolves. You decide. Dun, dun,
Oh, rather
dun, dun.
ignore XP by this point and yet survive.
And I believe there's an
R.I.P.
initiative waiting.
I hope you've
Roll
gotten all the
20.
good rolls out of the way.
Yeah, let's interpret like that.
Okay.
But seriously, who has the highest nature stat?
I have +5.
Roll nature and see if you know anything about wolves.
Alana, you know that wolves are beasts. They eat people who are silly and camp out where wolves eat people. Looking at these wolves, you can see that they're a bit scrawny, like they haven't eaten a good meal in a while. They don't look abnormal in any way. You can't see glowing eyes or any discoloration among them. They just seem like hungry predators.
Uh,
Boop. And Alana,
Not-
a wolf
not-
bounds out of the night to attack you.
Is there anything that they are afraid of?
You know that most animals are afraid of dying, they're afraid of pain, they're afraid of fire.
Right, so they may be afraid of fire.
And Alana knows this. Carson, however... Huh? What? You're being attacked! Oh no!
At least
and
she
it-
tells you, right? That's right.
You are being
Ah.
attacked by
Is
giant
Alana
furry shadows.
Oh,
close enough
sick.
for me to interpose my shield, or is she too far away?
Is it you have to be within 5 foot of the attacker or 5 foot of the person?
5 foot of the person.
Then you can interpose your shield, yep. So, like,
I'll
as the
look at
wolf
that.
bounds out of the darkness, Alana, you back up slightly and you see Lynn's shield protecting you.
honestly, Lynn, I mean,
Like,
that's
as
good.
I woke up, I would like to like back out of the like where I heard the sound from.
Oh, actually, never mind. Thank you very much. I was going to say you shouldn't have imposed on that one, but yeah, no, that was good. Thank you.
Cool. Zed moves up and it like weaves. Whoop. And Carson, congratulations.
No, it
And Carson,
doesn't.
you're also attacked.
But don't I like have time to move away when they
No.
woke up?
Drock wakes you all up, and then the wolves are upon you. You're not surprised, but they're not surprised either, and they beat you in initiative. So, like,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
waking up and Drock's being like, wolves! And then suddenly wolves are upon you. They didn't spend, like, time prowling around the camp when Drock was waking you up, they just charged forward. And Carson is eaten and killed.
Yeah.
Carson, you feel the wolf's teeth
Wait, it
sink
does
into your
21
shoulder.
damage.
No, that's not damage, that's the attack roll. Make a strength saving throw, by the way.
Can I not? Yes. I'm grappled probably.
Well, you're hit for 7,
God has
and
a
you're
wonder.
knocked to the ground. You are now prone, and the wolf like pounces on you, and it's mauling your shoulder, blood's pouring out. There's
And it
screaming.
does 7 damage.
Oh,
God.
Gehaven!
I'm still alive by 1.
And then it would be Lynn.
Okay. I see this. Move around the fire.
Cool.
And try to push. Okay, it's over there. Never mind. No. I hit. Oh,
Okay.
No.
what's
If you want to
the
save me, you should.
It's
What-
to
what's
indicate
the
that
mark?
It's to indicate that Zed is like moving agilely to avoid incoming blows, mechanically taking the dodge action.
okay, but
I
O
can't
is
keep
fine.
killing us.
Oh yeah, O's fine because O attacked Alana. And you slap O on the snout, cracking bone and sending teeth flying, and it goes. Is that everything?
Yep.
Cool. Carson!
Yes.
A wolf is trying to consume your flesh.
Like, can I get up and disengage?
Yes, you can. Standing up takes 15 feet of your movement, disengage is an action. So you have 15 feet of movement after that.
And a bonus action.
I can cast Hex. Yeah.
As a bonus action, that is true.
Yes, and there's extra strength for like proning us. So that's good. Yeah, I'll move there. Because that's the furthest I can. And, well, as revenge, I'll cast Hex on Mr. D. And give him disadvantage on everything that has to with strength to do.
You give him disadvantage on strength checks, yes. As opposed to strength saving throws and strength attack rolls.
Yeah, strength skill checks or something.
Glory, Drock. You have awoken your comrades, and then the wolves have bounded out of the darkness.
Yeah, I'll move up here and try to hit O with my mace.
Okay. So you slam your mace into O's skull, and it cracks. Brains, blood, pour out by the firelight, and it is deceased. It is an ex-wolf. It is no more. And then it's Alana. What do you do?
Alright, Alana is going to step like over the flame. Well, not over the flame, but like, past Lynn. And as she does so, she's like drawing a flask from her pouch. And it's got a rag tied to it. And she's going to pass the rag through the flame to light it on fire. And she's going to walk over here and throw it at D. And it's an oil flask.
Okay, go for it. Make a attack roll.
It's D20 plus Dex or Strength. Which one is it?
Plus Dex, not plus proficiency, because it's an improvised weapon. So
No, that was supposed to be +2, but 10 misses anyway, I'm pretty sure.
So the flask of oil like shatters on the ground, and you see like flames just begin to like spring up. Roll a d8.
I apologize to Drock in advance, okay? Oh, that's not the right one.
That's right.
I mean,
Well, roll.
that's an 8. You want to put
Keep
D
on
in
it.
That's one way of doing it.
Yeah, can I just like...
there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So some like little fire springs up. And Zed. Okay. 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 So it bares its teeth. It flinches as the fire like explodes near it. It bares its teeth, and you see it like look past you to Carson, and then it savagely attacks Lynn.
D. That was Zed.
Zed.
Yep.
And it has advantage.
Because
Pack tactics. It has a
Okay.
ally nearby.
that sounds unpleasant.
Slightly. Can you make a strength check, please, Lynn?
Check, not the save.
Save. Strength save.
Save. Okay. Go here instead. Oof.
Okay. So you're knocked prone as well, and you like
Yep.
land heavily on your back, and you take 7 damage. And then D does the same thing, but to Glory.
And I'm betting I can't get my shield up when I'm prone.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say you can't. Technically, you can, but no. You
that
throw
may-
your shield up from the ground. No.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Captain America.
Okay. So Drock, you feel teeth sinking into you as well. Make a strength saving throw. And you take 9 points of damage. I'll do that for you. And you also fall to the ground. So Lynn, you're on the ground, and this wolf is like biting into you. It's tearing through your armor. It's clawing at you, and blood is just pouring out. What do you do?
I get up.
You shake off the wolf, standing back to your feet. Yep.
If I can use second wind, I do that as a bonus
Good
action.
choice. Go for it.
Well, that's something.
Pop it in your health bar.
And then I hit Zed.
You hurt his feelings by performing this action, but the GM permits it.
That's fair.
Okay. So you slam your warhammer into the ground as it like jumps to the side.
Okay, I make another try and use
Action surge. Go for it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. This time your warhammer slams into the side of Zed, and you hear the sound of ribs cracking. Crunch.
Okay.
As you inflict the precise same damage that you did previously. Carson, you yet live.
I curse under my breath in a language you don't understand. And then I reach out my arm, and I appears in my palm, and a laser beam of eldritch purple energy blasts towards Mr. D. And
You hit
misses.
D, and like
Oh,
this
it is.
purple score burns its fur, and it like whimpers.
And one more d6 as it falls 10 feet back also.
and then like it begins to shudder and its fur begins to fall out as your hex takes hold.
And then I move 30 feet back because I don't want to be near this.
So, Drock, it's your turn. You're currently prone and there's this wolf like trying to maul you.
Yeah. I'll stand up then, and then I'll hit it.
And this
Yeah.
is at D, yeah?
Yeah, the
Okay. So like you swing your mace and it like goes and moves to the side. Alana?
Alana takes one step to the east, and then she tries to shove the wolf into the fire. And it does have disadvantage on athletics, right?
Yeah,
Why would it have disadvantage?
because
Because it's
hexed.
hexed.
Strength.
That is true. Unfortunately, it uses acrobatics.
Ah, come on.
Making the hex more useless.
And shove moves it, what, 5 feet?
5 feet onto the flames, yeah.
Okay. So you're just shoving it back into the fire. Cool.
Yes.
And oil does something
now
like
rest it.
D6 damage or something.
It's 5 straight damage.
Okay. On a hit, oil burns for 2 rounds. 5 turns that enters the area or ends its turn there. Okay, so you shunt D like back. You grab hold of its hackles and like just push it along, and it like slides, and you hear it like give a yelp in pain as the fire burns its underside, and then its skin like catches the flame, and it just goes and slumps down, extinguishing the flame with its corpse.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Alana says, that was totally the plan.
Okay. Zed thinks better of this entire situation, most likely. No.
Huh? Question what? What? I don't know.
Yeah. The wolf mechanically knows that it's not going to run away like a coward. However, it runs away like a coward because it can't get to the weakest party member and the rest of its pack is dead. It retreats into the darkness using disengage. Do any of you attempt to like chase it down or kill it as it flees?
Yeah, I have like 240 feet.
Javelin.
Okay, so
I'll
we'll do this in order. Lynn, do you chase it down? It's
No.
like retreating into the darkness. Okay,
No.
Carson,
Yeah, I have 240 feet Eldritch Blast.
go for it.
So, as I still,
You can hex it. That's fine.
yeah, I hex it as well.
Cool. Your blast sails into the night without hitting anything. Glory, you're wanting to toss a javelin after it?
It's not a javelin I found, it's a trident.
Okay. So, Drock, your trident hits something and you hear a yelp in the darkness. And it like clatters on the ground, soaked in blood as you see the wolf continuing to flee. Alana, do you do anything as it like flees?
She runs forwards 30 feet and then reaches out with her hand and plays with her favorite toy.
Okay. Cool. So, Drock, you're the only one with dark vision, correct?
Yeah. I don't know. I
Human, and human. The rest of you are all humans. Okay, so Drock, it like escapes beyond the edge of the firelight, and you see it fleeing into the distance. It's now running at full speed. You can see it's like limping quite heavily, and you can see your trident in the darkness. The rest of you, it's alive but escaping. Do you want to pursue it, or do you want to just let it slink off?
It has dropped a trail of blood. We can pursue it at daylight if we so wish to kill it. Also, I need more drink.
Okay. So, you all settle down for the rest of the night and continue to pass it. In the morning, you wake up quite well rested, full HP, full spells. The trail of the wolf that has fled seems of little consequence, and it's time to return to Haven, which I assume you do.
Can
Figured
we
as much.
try to skin the wolves? Let's see
If
what-
you want to
Yeah.
make a survival check, you
I would
can.
like to try.
Yeah, I would like to try as well.
I'm gonna consult my shield and then skin the wolf.
Do we get an inspiration
Yeah,
scene?
your shield is like, I am a shield of Ogma, deity of knowledge. Thou must use a knife. And you're like, a knife? Huh, how amazing! Yeah, you gain 2 wolf pelts.
A magical,
Actually,
a
you
magical diagram.
Actually, you gain 1 wolf pelt because the other one is like severely burnt and horribly disfigured. So there's
Hey,
1
no,
wolf
no, no.
pelt on
It's
the.
it's wolf hide because like it doesn't have fur on it.
You gain 1 mangled mass of fat and skin and 1 wolf pelt. So,
We can harvest them for rations, right?
no, you can harvest them for
I
meat
don't
and then
think-
dry it back at town, but it's not worth it mechanically. 'Cause I can't be
Honestly, you don't really want to eat carnival meat.
No,
bothered. So
it's
since it's the end of the session now, is essentially a magical portal appears and you are dragged back to town. Your legs going no.
Oh. What is this magical thing?
You return to Haven. It takes you less than a day to get there, and by the time the sun is high in the sky, you've returned. I'd believe that you would probably want to go to Templar Damien to tell him of your success. So
I
who's
would
present
assume
for
so.
that?
I'm sorry.
By the way, when I skin that wolf, I cut its head off as well, so that it's like the hide, the mangled hide, is attached to the head.
Yep, it's fine. You have this flaccid mass of broken bone attached to a mangled husk of skin. It's vaguely reminiscent of a wolf. You think that, someone skilled in wolf hunting might recognize it. So to the layman, it probably looks like you've murdered a cow.
It's clearly an undead wolf that we killed. Yes, we go to Damien.
Okay, so who's present for that?
I'd go.
Not me.
I think he's gone to buy another bag of flour.
Yeah, totally.
So, everyone
5
except-
silver of copper.
Everyone except Carson. Centipedes. And. Wolves. Excellent. Okay. So, you walk in and you see Templar Damien standing there in his gleaming plate armor, and he's like reading some scroll that's on the altar, but you can hear the soft sound of snoring coming from his head, which rests on the page. And as you come in, he like stirs and like sits up and like goes, and you can see him like doing the pretend just finish reading a sentence, and he stands up and awkwardly shuffles in his heavy plate and turns around and goes, "Oh, you've returned. Were you successful?"
Yes, we were successful in dealing with renewing the ward, but I'm afraid we ran into trouble before we managed to get to the town halls to access the record.
Yes, those ruins seem like a dangerous place.
Yes,
I wish that I could
They
be
are.
free of my vow and venture once out again, but promises. You must be rewarded
seem-
for this. I have little, but
They seem
I shall give you
unsettling.
something. And he like goes into his quarters and comes back out with a small pouch and a small flask. There's 1 flask of holy water, which you'll give to one of you 3, and there's a small pouch
Yes,
of
please.
50 gold, which he hands over as well.
I would like to take the
Okay.
holy water since I used mine for finishing the quest.
I think
I
that's
will,
fair.
divide out,
Again,
I will divide out the gold, except for that fool who spent hundreds of gold on his ember staff.
Your ever-burning fire.
So, Templar Damien goes, "The ward then, it is still intact, good. How long will it last?"
Yes,
I don't know. It looked
We-
fairly bad when I got there, but after
seem-
adding the holy water, it seemed much stronger.
Lenora, you seem spooked after you came back from renewing the
Yes,
ward.
I heard
Uncle-
a scream of maybe anger from inside the prison.
Then it is surely true that Halkura yet lives. Strange that an undead abomination would still feel emotions. But I will admit that my understanding of them is limited to how to destroy the foul things.
Can I just quickly access my class feature feature as a researcher to recall or know where I would find information on how to destroy such a beast?
You know that many, many months to the east in the Empire, there is a great library which is a repository of all knowledge.
Yes,
that
I
the
recall
GM will
this
not
last
answer
time
you.
as well.
Cool. So, is there anything else that you tell Damien or ask him?
I asked him. We saw this noose that's tied to an empty noose that's tied to the church bell. What's the significance of that?
I do not know. Perhaps someone was hung from there?
Also, the altar had a goat. Someone had placed a goat skull on top of the hand, on top of the fist.
Such
Which religious sect?
heathenistic magics. They defile the very altars.
Yes.
It is foul.
Although
indeed.
we smashed the skulls and that they had placed on top.
That is good.
It didn't seem to affect the desecrated altar at all. But
It is better to
I'm afraid
destroy
that-
such things rather than suffer them to remain.
in addition, in the catacombs below, there was a small alcove with a goat skull that seemed to have a bit of space behind it. I destroyed the skull, but again, I'm not entirely sure the significance of it.
He frowns heavily. It's like rubs his face and is like, oh, "Forgive me. I do not know what any of this means." But is there anything else that you want to do in town before the end of the session?
After this story of Elana bravely saving my dear life, I hand her over a flask of Hedronus holy water.
So Alana, as you walk out of the church, you see Carson there with a new bag of flour, and he just hands you a flask. Did you say anything when you do this, Carson?
Thank you for saving me. And I take another swig of the alcohol I don't have.
I guess she just says you're welcome, and then she spends a moment dividing out the 50 gold to all 4 party members. So that's 12 gold and 12 gold and 1 electrum piece.
No electrum, just 5 silver.
Oh, okay, 5 silver.
I do not know what these electrum you speak of are, but they are most definitely not an imperial coin. So there is no way you could find them to break up currency.
What's the silver coin called then? If the gold
sovereign.
is in it.
Golds are imperials, silver are sovereigns, and I forget what the coppers are called. I seem to remember them like chills or something like that, but I'm gonna have to watch episode 1 again.
What about platinums? Do they exist?
The Imperium does not. The Imperium? I've been playing too much Dark Heresy. The Empire does not use platinum coins. However, platinum coins were discovered west of the bridge by a previous party, and they were like, "Holy shit, money!"
I did indeed.
And Xiaodi converted them into currency, usable currency. Imperial currency. Okay. So,
I bet you they got shortchanged by the money changers.
I don't know what you're talking about. So, there is only remaining the matter of experience points.
We survived. Oh god.
For surviving, you get to
Well
collect your
done.
experience. For the swarming rats empowered by foul magics, there is 150. For defeating the assorted tools, there is 200. For defeating the rest-interrupting centipedes of Through the Ground Eruption, there is 100, and for seeing off the wolf into the night, there is 150. For a total XP gained from monsters of 600. There's also 250 experience to be gained from completing the objective of empowering the font with further holy water to keep Halkura at bay, for a total of 850 divided by the 4 of you. 850 by 4 is 215 each.
And that would level me to 2.
That would level me to 3.
I'm 2 as well.
Excellent.
Hey, you know, we went after those tools like hammers and tongs.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
You should get like extra advantage for that. Like just fun inspiration.
Okay, so that's the session for today. Thank you all for coming. I hope you come along to another session. And are there any shout outs you all want to do to the internet to magnify
well-
your greatness?
Well, shout out to Kev and Marie for saving my poor life. I was terrified.
I honestly think characters with the protection feat, sorry, not the protection feat, the protection fighting style is much underlooked. They always end up being an integral part of any party. The character that I'm playing in another campaign at the moment is a protection life cleric, and she just like is the key to the party because you just keep so many people alive with that protection. So thank you very much, Marie.
Thank you.
Should I
I'm
roll
amazed
for...
that we actually survived. It looked rather bleak.
Yeah,
there a couple of times.
I thought you were dead long ago.
No, as the GM said, that fucking protection feat is that lucky feat is OP. It's broken.
Oh,
It's
it's
so
not though.
broken.
It's wonderful. I mean, I too have taken that feat
Yeah.
in games.
Um,
It's wonderful. I mean, the feats in 5th edition are pretty powerful, but you know, it's good because they're all pretty
It's fun.
powerful. It's okay.
As
mean-
for my shout out, I just let people know that I'm GMing over at the Backwater campaign. It's called the Backwater Living Colony campaign. If you want to look it up, it's on Roll20. I believe every now and then we open it up for new players. It's open at the moment, I think. So yeah, go and check it out if you guys are interested in playing a campaign with 7 GMs and 29 players currently.
Sounds
It's,
interesting.
Yeah, it's a campaign played by sign up. So basically, GMs create an encounter, and then they gave a date, and then how many slots there, and what level range it is, and then you just sign up if you can make it.
Okay. Marcus, in answer to your question, just average HP for level.
Okay.
And any other shout outs going on? Very organised. And I'd just like to shout out to, I don't know, creators of D&D. Awesome, I love it. The creators of a dice with 20 sides, it's madness. And Dark Heresy creators as well, because oh my god, their tables for like critical damage and stuff. You blow their head 1d10 meters away from their body. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So thank you all for playing, and I'm signing off. Look forward to the next time I play. So ciao ciao.
Yeah.